Today I'm going to reveal the secrets of how to get inside the secret bunkers in Warzone. As you can see, the loot inside these bunkers is absolutely phenomenal. Not only are you going to be able to get stacks of cash, kill streaks, gold tier weaponry, but also everything you need in order to win a game of Warzone. The developers have released another massive 30GB update which has increased so many different levels of the game. For example, inside the Gulag we now have assault rifles and SMGs, meaning that it takes it from a 1 versus 1 pistol or shotgun gunfight into pretty much an all-inclusive 1 versus 1, where you've got tactical, lethal and an actual AR or SMG to take on your opponent in a better, more strategic manner. Another update that has came to the game is the armor plate bundle. Very similar to the munitions box, the armor plate bundle allows both you and your teammates to fully stock up on armor plates, meaning that simply by dropping them, every single player can fully load up on armor plates. Very similar to the munitions box, it has replaced the shield turret in buy stations, and you can find these in loot boxes around the map. Another small tweak which you may not have noticed yet is if you are using stopping power rounds and you switch to another weapon on the ground, historically you would lose those stopping power rounds. However, if you now move weapon from the same weapon type, e.g. a P90 to a P90, those stopping power rounds will continue into the new weapon. A really useful feature if you find a better variant of the weapon that you're currently using. However, the biggest and most important update that came to Warzone is the secret bunkers. First things first, you need to find a red access card. Now you'll find these either by killing players or by getting to one of the orange loot boxes dotted around the map. Here's an extremely useful map for Warzone which is going to show you the best locations in the map to find these orange loot boxes. I would suggest these two areas circled on screen because these are the highest density of orange loot boxes in the Warzone map. In my personal opinion, the location on screen right now at Quarry is the best place to go. 4 out of 5 games I have played, I have found at least one red access card on top of these silos. The red access card is going to give you access to any of the outdoor bunkers. These are highlighted on screen right now for your reference. If you go inside to get inside a bunker, then the key card will not work. You have to use this location to enter the code when you have the red access card for the doors to open. Be warned that a new gaming strategy has developed since this update, which is to simply camp around the outside of these bunkers and kill players that are charging in to open them up. That way players do get the chance to steal the red access card and all the loot that's contained within. Now, when you get inside the bunker, you will see a notice that says the bunker you're in and floor level A, and that's because you're on the first floor of the bunkers. We assume that in further updates we're going to get more information, more loot and more items inside these bunkers as more and more floors are unlocked to us as the gaming community. Another thing that's super important is inside the bunkers there is another doorway that requires another access card. Now, even with another red access card, you cannot gain entry into the secret doorway. Leave a comment and let me know below what you think is behind this door. In my opinion, I believe it's going to be one of these 3 tanks that we have inside the metadata of the game, but yet have not seen it inside Warzone just yet. Do you believe that we will get tanks inside Warzone? Now, bunker number 11 is a little bit different. Bunker number 11 in Warzone has a completely different method in order to unlock it. Inside bunker number 11 we have the same amount of loot, But we also have a nuclear warhead, as well as some other hidden Easter eggs. YouTubers and gamers alike are wondering whether or not this will actually give us clues as to Season 4 inside Warzone, or even intel in COD Blackout Cold War, the next version of the Call of Duty game. In order to open up bunker number 11, you have to visit a series of telephones, which are shown on the map on screen. When you get to the telephone, you will hear this.
Всем отрядам, база захвачена! Сменить шифрование! Сейчас! 6, 9, 4. Слышал?
The code, unfortunately, is in Russian, which means you're going to have to not only understand Russian, but you're also going to have to understand where those phones are. Now, I've done the hard work, so you don't have to. Feel free to screenshot or revisit this video so that you can see exactly where you need to go whenever you're given the code. The code does change in every single game of Warzone. And I've put together 2 slides that are going to show you exactly where each of the telephones are and the number associated to that telephone. And they're coming up shortly. What is really important to understand is that you need to go to these telephones in the order of the code that is given to you. So for example, 623 would mean you would have to visit telephone number 6 first, then telephone number 2, and then telephone number 3. If you do it in the wrong order, the bunker 11 will not open. Once you've listened to the messages on each of the 3 telephones from the code given to you, all you need to do is run towards bunker 11 and press the keypad. The doors will then open for you and you can get access to what is currently the most sought after and highest achievement inside Warzone. Now here is the list of where each of these telephones are by number inside the Warzone map. Feel free to revisit this video or simply screenshot it so that you've got access to where you need to go every single time you get the code from the telephone and you want to unlock bunker 11. So you can better understand the code that is given to you, here's the numbers 1 through 10 in Russian.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
If you found this video useful and you want even more Call of Duty hints, tips and strategies every single week, then turn on the subscribe button and bell notifications. If you want to learn how to create the best custom class loadout to get more kills in Warzone, then check out this video on screen right now.